man, I hate this. I'm running so late.
Metal Jesus here, and I am back. What are you doing, bud?
Am I not in shot? Oh, sorry.
It was just like your chin.
Cameras are different in Australia, and I was confused.
I actually moved to Seattle, very close to where Metal Jesus lives. Well, about 20 minutes away, but I wanted to go game hunting with him for a while, and I managed to actually get him to book a day off to go, and he's going to go show me around, show me some places I haven't been to yet.
I don't really know Wood at all. It's kind of freaking me out that he's going to be in my house, to be honest. He's got shifty eyes, so, you know, I'm going to be checking my wallet.
So I'm going to take you around Seattle. We're going to go to a couple of really awesome gaming stores, but not just you. Actually, my good buddy, the Big JB, Josh, is supposed to be here, although I don't know where the hell he is. I mean, where is he?
I was running late this morning, and I get this call / message / text from Metal Jesus.
Oh, God! He has one job to get here on time.
And he basically says, you want to get here and be in it, then haul your ass and get here.
So with these game hunting, game questing shows, you know, there's 3 of us on camera, but then there's always that 4th person that comes along, the person that gets stuck with the camera. And the good sport for this episode was my partner, Tiffany.
So I'm going to take these guys around to a bunch of really awesome stores that I've been into a ton of times. I've talked about Another Castle because Kinsey used to run that place, but also Al's Music and Pink Gorilla. There's just a ton of these places around Seattle. So I know them really well, and they're packed full of awesome games.
But I can't leave it alone, and so we're also going to do a competition here. And I don't know if you've seen my I Hate You episodes, but I love torturing people with bad video games.
Do you hate me? We just met.
Well, you kind of screwed up the beginning, so...
That's true, I did. Wait, what did I screw up when I was standing too close?
Yeah, it was like a chin.
That was funny.
That was funny.
They got it.
But I do love torturing my friends with bad games, and so we have a challenge here, and it's a $5 bad game challenge. And so essentially what we're going to do is buy each other terrible, horrible, awful games, and then we're going to have a vote at the end.
And they have to be $5 or under?
Yes.
Okay.
And so, who are you going to buy a game for?
I'll buy a game for Josh.
Okay.
Because I feel like messing with him a bit.
All right. And I think he's going to buy me one, right?
Yes, that's how it would work. And then you would buy one for...
You.
Me? Yeah. Yes.
I didn't realize you were leading me on there. That's awesome.
Okay, and as I've said, rule of thumb or like a guideline is no one can buy Bubsy 3D.
Okay.
That's cheating. It's ad that you can't buy Bubsy 3D.
And you can't take it out on the street and step on it and make it. You have to find it in the store.
Unless it's Bubsy 3D, and then you can take, and then you can step on it. Yeah, that'd be fine.
All right. So the first store we're gonna hit up is Another Castle in Edmonds. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I almost bailed because I was having a little grown-up tizzy fit. But then I decided, fine, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go. I love these guys. I want to do this anyway. So I hauled tail. Guess what? I got there first.
And they, because their butts are late, just going to have to try to keep up. See ya, suckers!
So going to these independently owned game stores in America is sort of like having my mind blown. Seeing just rows and rows of NES games and Atari games and Wii games, just like anything old really is fantastic to be able to look through and fill my library up with things that I didn't already have that is off the shelf now and not being made in Australia.
This is the first game store of its kind that I've been in since Portland. So walking into Another Castle was incredible because it was like a little miniature Portland Retro Expo in a store with the arcade and everything. It was amazing.
All right, $5, and you need to find potentially the worst game that you can find, and we're gonna vote. So here you go, Wood. Thank you.
All right, are we talking worst in terms of ratings or quality of
that is up to you.
Or okay.
Yeah, I don't. He's
gonna lose. He's gonna lose.
Obviously, I want to get the worst game that I possibly can because I want to make them cringe when they see what they're getting. But at the same time, I don't want to receive a really bad game and then have to try and do something with it, pretend that I like it, I guess. But it should be fun. We had some really horrible shovelware, like a lot of really bad shovelware, and there's so much of it and in such mass production that it's gonna be fun.
I've got an idea. I'm gonna go to the person in the store who knows the most about these games. I'm gonna talk to the lady at the counter and see if she can help me.
So first I walk over and Metal Jesus is on his phone, he's looking up the games, and he asks the store clerk what the worst games are, so he's cheating. And then I walk over to Wood, and he's already on his phone trying to figure out the worst game, and he tries to blame it on Metal Jesus cheating. They're all dirty cheaters. And then I walk over to JB, and he's on his phone too. And
I was trying really hard not to, and then I saw when Metal Jesus pulled out his phone, and I turned to the camera girl, Tiffany, and I said, I think he's cheating. And then she's like, oh, it's okay, JB's already cheated.
There was no rules established for that. I used my phone and looked some stuff up. I don't know what I'm doing, but no, hell no, I didn't cheat.
Another Castle is awesome because in addition to a bunch of really great retro games, they also have this amazing arcade.
We don't even have arcades in my hometown of Adelaide, so to walk into a game store that has all these retro games and an arcade, I don't think I'm gonna leave.
as payment for coming along, Wood gave me 50 cents, and I got to go play some arcade cabinets. The first one I played was Dig Dug, which is very complex. They didn't have instructions on the thing, and I'm sure nobody else thinks so, but I was losing very badly until Metal Jesus came over and sort of taught me how to play, and then I still lost. So that's fine. 25 cents.
Alright guys, that was another castle.
Yep.
I got games.
I got game.
I didn't buy my crappy $5 game because there wasn't anything bad enough. I really want to make you suffer.
Well, I really appreciate that, and someday I will return the favor.
I'm gonna hold out because I know what one I want to get. It's for the Wii.
Oh, okay.
I know what I want to get.
All right.
So we're gonna go to Pink Gorilla next.
Woo!
Alright, let's do it.
Okay, we're not even in the store for 30 seconds. We walk in, Metal Jesus asks to film, and this guy turns around and he's like, I know you, I'm from the UK, and I'm from the bloody UK, and I'm using your how to buy games guide. And straight away, me and the Big JB are just like, okay, here we go. And not only that, the second he was done with that, another guy walked in and was like, you might not remember me. It's like,
I was surprised. We walk in there and here's a guy who is using my guide and videos to find games. It's so awesome when, when this happens. It's a little humbling, it's a little surreal, but it's definitely really cool.
yeah, okay, all right, Metal Jesus, we'll go buy the games while you meet all your fans. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking right now. The challenge is to get a really bad game. I'm getting one for Josh. I have $5 to spend. Josh just said he wants Top Gun. Top Gun's a bad game. I'll just buy it for him. It's a win-win.
At Portland Retro this year, I was looking for Joust because my two oldest kids, who are 19 and 15, wanted to play Joust. We tried playing it and they were totally hooked. They wanted to play it so bad. So I was like, okay, I got a Nintendo while I'm here. Let's find Joust. Could not find it for anything. So we're out and I found it. It was $8.
Super Alfred the Chicken. Kind of a weird game for me to want to be buying. It's a game that I played when I was a kid at my uncle's house, and I've been trying to pick it up, but I really can't find many of them. I don't know if they're uncommon, but they're definitely not common.
It's a platformer. What I remember, it was actually pretty fun. It was colourful, bright, you collect gems, just a platformer.
What's $8? Buy it.
What game are you talking about?
If you like it.
I think I'm trying to get down to 5.
But I've been trying to find it under $10. Now I find this one for 8. Yes, that's under $10. But when they label it as 8, that means I'm going to get it for less. It means I'm going to get it for at least $7, right? Right?
Right here.
Would you possibly do 5 on that? Would that be a possibility?
I'm not. We don't have anyone here that's capable of making those decisions at this point.
It doesn't hurt to ask though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So this guy was flat out not wanting to haggle with either of us, actually. He wouldn't even contemplate listening to what I would want to pay. I honestly, at this point, because it's my thing, I would pay $7.95. Just work with me a little bit here, but I didn't want to hear it, so I didn't want to give him my money. It's a really weird, stubborn thing in me that I need to haggle at least a little bit. And I know that I'm in a retail store, and some retail stores don't even like to haggle.
Dude, these guys are so cheap. What the hell? They find the games they're looking for $8. No, that's not good enough. They're gonna try to beat them down.
Okay, I'm cheap. What do you want? I'm cheap.
Cop up and pay the money.
Thanks for calling me out on it. No, actually, I'm just a stinge. I could have bought that. I just didn't want to.
Next, we're going to a place called Al's Music, which has video games, they got movies, they got vinyl records, which I'm really excited about, so maybe I'll find something cool.
I really like Al's Music as a store. They have a fantastic little museum section, and they have a ton of inventory for you to look through and pick through. The problem is pick through. That's the thing. It's being picked through. That's my only issue, is they haven't really got anything new. And this museum that they have, while it's awesome, it's expensive stuff. It's stuff that I try and find at a garage sale for $1. I don't want to spend $300 on Snatcher. I want to get it cheap.
They have records here. It's really tempting.
I didn't find anything amazing in the game section, but I did find a pretty rare vinyl record I'm pretty stoked about.
Dawkin, what do you think about Dawkin? Are you rocking? Are you rocking with Dawkin?
You want to put me in one of those outfits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tempted to go back to Pink Gorilla and buy Joust because I haven't found it anywhere else, and I kind of feel like walking away empty-handed would be sad.
All right. Wow. Game hunting in Seattle.
Yeah, that was a game quest. I do like that I actually got to another castle first.
Especially since I was giving you such a hard time.
I know, you know.
What do you say to that? I know. He was pissed!
I was pissed.
He was pissed.
I almost didn't come.
Yeah.
I had a little...
I wanted to start this whole video staring until someone said something, but I screwed it up.
I was kind of like, what?
I just went, wait, no one said anything? You just ignored me? As you should have.
Are we starting over?
Oh, no, we're rolling. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is how it goes.
I keep moving around. I hope I'm still in the frame.
We messed it up in the best way possible.
Awesome.
Yes.
Good.
So who wants to go first?
I want to go last.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't I go first?
Okay.
I'm standing over here.
All right.
That's my arbitrary.
We'll go left to right.
Okay. So, I almost got you NASCAR on Nintendo 64.
Okay.
So,
I have a history with NASCAR.
Right. And based on that reaction, I might have been able to do it. It was only $1, so it would have come in way under.
I don't know, it may be a good game, I have no idea, but I had to support it on PC, and it was a nightmare to get running.
It was awful. So I was kind of talking to Wood about what I should do, and he said that he likes to give people games that they might actually play that were still kind of crappy. So I looked around, and I got you Rugrats Scavenger Hunt.
Okay.
I kind of like that game.
Now,
interesting.
I don't know jack about how good some of these games are, so I did have to use my phone and kind of cheat and go, okay, well, what do people think about this? Aggregate score was about 50%.
Oh, that's not, okay.
It's a Rugrats game. I really like Rugrats, but it's kind of like Mario Party.
Interesting.
Really?
It's not horrible.
Oh, we might have to do a full-blown I Hate You episode with this.
Oh, that might be awesome. So I hope it sucks.
Okay, all right. So that's Josh's entry. Mine, I did some research because I didn't know where to start, right?
Right.
And so I went on to the internet and I tried to find one of the games with the lowest Metacritic score of all time.
Wow.
Yes, because I figured that's a good starting spot.
Yeah.
And then I saw the name of it and I'm like, this is so you. Balls of Fury.
Are you kidding me? I was looking for that game.
What? Well, you now own it.
On my list that I Googled of the top 10 worst games, that was like, I think it was number 3 on the list, and I'm like, that's a good one actually, because the two above that I hadn't heard of. They were bad games, it's whatever. This one is perfect. It's comedic, it's hilarious, it's of a really bad movie, it's a really bad game that we all could have laughed at him when he opened it and realized what crappy game was in his collection, but instead now I'm the one that has to be laughed at because this is the worst game that I currently own. Congratulations for winning that, Metal Jesus.
You're welcome.
So I must have bought it underneath you because that was so awesome.
Right as you left.
I am glad that you got that for him and that he did not get me Twilight Seen It, which we were looking at, both of us, for the other person we had to buy for. So,
that would have been a good one. So, Balls of Fury for you.
Thank you.
Wood has Balls of Fury.
Yeah.
So I was looking for this, or I was considering the Twilight Seen It, because it's like a Bubsy 3D for the Wii. And the other thing I was looking for was a game called Ninja Bread Man, which I couldn't find.
Which sounds kind of awesome, to be honest.
It does sound awesome, but it's a really bad game that they actually made like 100 different variants of. There was like a rock and roll one with that Elvis guy on the front. If you remember that Wii game?
No.
They made a clone of that game. It was shovelware. I couldn't find any of them. But what I did find is one of my most hated games on the NES, which I find everywhere I go that you said you actually wanted.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, we talked about this.
Yes, we did.
I figured that it would be a win-win if I bought you Top Gun.
Nice.
I hate it. You want it. You have it.
Thank you. That is amazing. We played this when I was a kid, and I remember trying to do the refueling in the air.
Dude, you have one goal, is to try to land on a frickin' aircraft carrier, because I couldn't do it.
If I can do it and film it, I'll let you guys both know.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Enjoy it, because
Thank you.
So, here we go. 3 games. Top Gun, Rugrats, or Balls of Fury. Which one do you think? Actually, you know what? Camera person should vote. What do you think?
Which one's the worst?
I don't know anything about video games.
Take a guess, because...
Okay, it's not Rugrats. That one is gonna be miles above the Rugrats.
Oh, see, but she's like 19. Of course she likes the Rugrats.
You're just mad that she didn't pick yours. That's horrible.
That's true.
So,
Top Gun or...
No, this is way too
let's be honest, it's this. You can't really...
I just think it's funny that you were looking for that one. It's really hard too. I think game hunting in general is a little silly, mostly because you're not trying to find the good games, you're trying to find the shittiest games that nobody bought, and that's why they're so rare. Like, I want this super shitty game in my collection because nobody bought it when it came out. Which is fine.
Okay, she doesn't understand.
It did get a Metacritic score of 19.
Wow.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's
It's just like a ping pong game.
I suspect it's probably broken. That's probably the reason why.
But it's 10 playable characters from the film, 6 breathtaking ping pong venues from the film, a customized power shot and power serve, unlockable trophies, characters, and levels.
Wow.
I have hours of fun right here.
So both people who saw that movie will actually really enjoy that game.
That's funny.
That is awesome. All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out with me today and doing some game questing.
It was good, thanks.
Yes. All right. So where can people find you on the interwebs?
You can find me at Voice of the Big JB on Twitter. You can also follow me on Twitch at Stream the Big JB, and I do have my own YouTube channel, The Big JB. Go figure.
Awesome. And where can people find and get wood?
So I'm BeatEmUps on YouTube. You can search the Game Quest, which is like the show that I do. I also have Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all of that, which is all the Game Quest. Or you can follow me on MySpace, myspace.com/Tom.
MySpace? Seriously?
/Tom.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Nice.
Good joke.
Yeah,
I like that one. That's a lot. All right, guys. Thanks for watching my channel. Thank you for subscribing, and take care.
Balls
Bye.
of Fury.
Yeah, I had fun. I got free taco time. That was my pat on the back.
And 50 cents.
50 cents.
I had a great time hanging out with these guys. And thanks to all of the stores that let us film there, even though these guys are cheap bastards. And I don't think I cheated.
Everybody cheated. They're all dirty little cheaters.